Hi, I'm Arol and I'm the founder of Arol Dev, and I'm here today to tell you my story and why now I'm training software developers. I always loved software development. Since I was 14 years old, I already knew it was like some kind of vocation. I already knew that I wanted to be a software developer, so I started doing things on my own, breaking my computer, fixing it again, and then doing some coding projects. I did even a course on Visual Basic and Access databases. It was very classic, but I continued doing things on my own, like creating a video game when I was 17 years old. But then I joined the university and I was really excited about it. It was a big deal for me. It's like, okay, now it's like my journey starts and I'm going to become a real developer. But it was kind of a bummer later because I realized that it was like very theoretical. They teach you very good fundamentals, but then they are not like, I was developing already things that were quite advanced and I was not seeing how this was making a better developer out of me or a better software engineer. So I decided to join a company. I decided to get my first job, so I applied and I get my first junior software developer job at the first year of the uni. And then, for my surprise, I went to talk to the head of studies to get the credits back out of this extracurricular experience, and he told me that I was not allowed to do that because I had to wait until I completed many credits, so half of the course, until I couldn't do that. Of course, I didn't do that. I went on and got the job, and that slowed me in my completion of the course. So I graduated after 7 years, but with 7 years of experience, and that put me ahead of a lot of other developers that were like just graduated, and that was like very good decision. Later, when I graduated, after some adventures, I created my consultancy firm, and in there, when we hadn't like any kind of money to hire, started hiring not very good developers, but brilliant minds and very professional people that just graduated, that they didn't know how much to develop, but then we trained them, and it turns out very good. The developers were trained by us with good fundamentals, but also good practices and what we already knew. And at the end, they were hired by other companies that, of course, wanted that talent. So then I realized to mix both. It's like, why I don't mix like this love for software development and with these good skills on mentoring. And then is when I founded one of the top bootcamps in Europe with some partners. In there, I mentored more than 300 developers that started from nowhere, and now they are working on such cool companies. And then, because some difference in vision, I realized I had to part ways. So then I separated from that other bootcamp, and I joined Typeform to perform as an engineering manager. And that gave me like yet another layer on what companies and what engineering managers, what teams want and need from developers. And this is why I founded Arol Dev and this software engineering program, in which my goal is to train this world-class software engineer somehow that can work and is desired by these top companies, and that can guide like future developers as well. We are teaching like the stack that is practiced in the company, but not only limited to that, we are doing in a perspective that is like training you as a very good software engineer. That means that regardless the framework that you are used to, you're very adaptive, and you can adapt really fast to different frameworks, different languages, because in the end you have like a really strong engineering mindset. We are also focusing on teaching you and letting you practice soft skills that are going to leverage your performing as a software engineer in these teams, because not everything is the technical side. And we are also tailoring that to your own like professional being. It's like how you are as a person and what are the strengths that you have and the weaknesses, and how we can drive the weaknesses, how we can leverage these strengths. And it's quite an holistic approach, which transforms that into not teaching, but it's a training and a mentoring experience. So that's it. This is how I aim to change the educational system regarding to software engineering. And I hope you make your mind and join us soon, because I'm really excited to work with great professionals and really driven people.